How you doing, everybody? Hopefully your Monday was okay. Mine managed to mess me up in the end. But that is what Monday is. Today the plan... one of the Mondays of all time, exactly. Today the plan is to do some Crypt deving, because a lot of stuff was broken and needs fixing. Not a lot of stuff, but one stuff that is making a lot of stuff break. So we published the game not so long ago. I should have made a comment for it, but BBS and itch.io, it is available for playtest. Monk. Always the monk, but we are putting an end to it today, because we are eating the monk out of the game as it is. We are reworking it, because I think there is a much more system friendly way to do this. Makes sense, yeah. Sadly, I did not foresee the monk causing my whole newly constructed system to just basically shut itself. The state graph is not prepared for you to be like, hey, I want to attack again and again. And I need to think in the meantime. There we go. Oh, it is muted. Oh yeah, because the music was starting to get on my nerves. I heard that music one more many times when you should be hearing it. We can also clean up this to-do list, by the way, now that we are here. So basically, during the feedback, one of the biggest thing that people noticed or like brought up to me is the fact that you need to select every enemy and then just select them, but no, wrong way. This is the other way. But like navigate through them. We somewhat fix this issue with... oh, that is the monk, of course. With the fact that enemies are now auto-selected for attack. Of course, I'm not getting any enemies, and I want to show that. Can I have... fuck you, game. I love you. Really? At this point, I'm just sensing a pattern. Shit. Don't tell me I pushed this way. I have hard baked it that it is always a treasure that you roll. Particles. I'm just checking quickly on the BSS. BBS, not BSS. Okay, it is not pushed this way. I just committed this way for some reason. This should be roll dice. Oh yeah, because I was figuring out another issue. Anyone who played might have noticed that sometimes the game showcases that you are gaining, I don't know, 10 scrolls, even though you're only gaining 1. Can I have game? I fixed you. You piece of shit. There we go. Finally, some enemies. Oh my god. The other thing that was mentioned is the... Alright, there you go. So enemies are now auto-selected for attack, which I think is the best quality of life thing I have done ever in a game. This is just, oh. So the other thing that was brought up a lot is the fact that you need to step with the cursor around, and if you have many players, it can be quite tiring to find always the one that you need. There were two sides to this. One side only wanted to allow you to select the players, and only the players who can act. I don't want it to do that way because I want to scroll through everyone. So if I want to check out, hey, that goblin on the bottom, does it have how much HP it has? It has 5. I like this, and it is probably gonna keep being this way. One thing we might try to solve is the fact that if you selected player 1 to act, and he did something like this, then next time the next player who can act is suggested for the cursor. That will be probably a bit trickier than it sounds, but we will have to figure that out. First thing first, fuck the monk. So when you're having a boolean in your entities or like any object in your game that is specifically targeting one subclass of another object, you know something is wrong. So yeah, fuck the monk. I guess I should search it this way. Monked, yeah. You know, I was messed up at this point. Yeah, it's like, it's just monked. It is like nothing descriptive at this point. I don't need you, I need my bookmarks. Monk already attacked, we don't need that either. So this monked was basically a boolean that was set for each entity that, hey, I was already attacked, do not attack me anymore. Somehow this got onto other characters as well who can attack. I got a report that the barbarian was basically able to attack anyone, and or it was not able to attack someone who it did not attack. I guess what happened is they had a monk and a barbarian in the party, hit with the monk, but this monk is not reset only when the whole turn is passed over, because there is no real other way to do it. And therefore the barbarian, when given another strike, could not attack them. But we will see that. Yeah, here. Oh no, I should be. Yeah, this should be filtering for monk. So I'm not sure how the barbarian was got into this. Whatever. Entity acting is player. This doesn't matter anymore because the monk is not gonna work that way. You're not monked. You're not monked. That's all. You don't have monked? You do not have monked. That's weird. Yeah, we should also like refactor this at some point. I'm creating wholly new objects when I'm adding these summons. I should just figure out a way to offset the ID, and they should just call it should just call the add player function, not like everything that is inside the add player. This is wasting like, I don't know, a couple hundred tokens because we have it in a few places. Is there no monk? Monk already attacked. I don't care about this anymore. I don't know what this is, so I don't care about it. This is how we're gonna break the game, but I don't care. I don't care. At this point, I'm way too fed up with the monk. What are you? You don't matter anymore because this is not. So this is the code that handled the multi-attack of the monk. Basically, it was tied into the spell target system that the Chain Spark spell used, because it was way easier to do it for the chain lightning. Because technically you cannot go back to the player. You can, but you will lose the spell if I remember correctly. If not, I don't care, by the way, so you don't need these anymore at all. This I don't think we need it, so we're just gonna rip it and we will see. If something is gonna cause an issue, this line is, so we need to remember it. Cool. So how we're gonna fix the monk? I still want to keep the idea of the monk, like the multi-attack idea, alive. So it is gonna be somewhat similar to the barbarian. Oh, I don't have the barbarian called out. Move to target. Oh, I'm calling it berserk here. You are barbarian, I think. So the barbarian works so that it is set to be attack or like acted if it attacks, but if it kills, it should be somewhere around here. Where is it? Oh yeah, this is the exact line. Okay. So when the barbarian attacks, he is set to act, but if he's doing enough damage so the target dies, it is set back so it can attack again. So what we are gonna do is, when we're attacking someone and the actor is a player, this is the rogue and the shinobi, right? Yeah, this is the shinobi and this is the rogue. So here we are just saying that if actor.class equals 2, then for the time being, we're just gonna say actor.acted equals roll dice 1 with 0 modifier greater than 3. So what we're gonna do, I might think about this later, but whenever the monk attacks and it resolves the attack, we just roll the dice, and if it is this way, it is a 50-50. So in theory, if you're really lucky, the monk can solo a whole room, or it can just hit once and you are sad, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to take. The doctor, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're having a nice Monday. The doctor, yeah, I read that correctly. Okay. I have a doctor character in the game, and for a moment I read that username like that. So let's see if we messed up anything. That is the big question. Also, I should go and make my tea, but we can check quickly. So I need a swordsman, you swordsman, and a monk. So you can attack, and you can attack infinitely. That is not great. Cool. Remember when I said that one line might be needed? It is indeed needed. And it is here. This should be spell target equals 1. I'm not going way back. We could Back in the days, this wasn't needed, but then I changed the whole system. And now it looks like this is needed. But at this point, we are living with this change. Yeah, so now it cannot attack. The monk is fixed for treasure room, so it will not attack anymore if attack the treasure. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the arcade. We are making indie games, we are playing indie games, and just funny stuff. So let's see now. Oh, I got lucky. Only 2. Not that lucky. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, I thought it is the doctor. Hold on, I can show you. There is the doctor. We also have a plague doctor, but I thought it's a doctor for a moment. Yeah, that's why I had to read it twice. I'm thinking on if we can easily make it to a diminishing return thing for the monk. Without a new variable, I don't think so. Because there's no way to tell the game that, hey, the monk already attacked. You would have to have a way to signal that how many attacks did happen. Do you have any tips for becoming a game dev YouTube streamer? Start making games. No matter your skill. That is the first thing you have to do. Skill doesn't matter. If people will notice the passion in your game, they will like your games and they will play your games. Everyone starts out early. And that is the way of any hobby. You start out really badly, probably, and then you build up your skill. For streaming, probably the best tip is be consistent, I guess. And do it with a passion. Like, if people are gonna notice that you're just only doing it for, I don't know, wanting to... How to say that? Hold on. Trying to figure out the phrase I want to use. So if you are just gonna do it for... I'm not sure, like, I'm not knowing what your goals are. If you are just doing for I wanna be famous, then people will probably notice that, because passion and that kind of grind set is a bit different. Being consistent, I think, is one of the big things that you probably need to do, because then people can count on you. So it's not like, hey, when is he gonna stream? You can say, even if you're just streaming once a month, you can say that, hey, every month on the 22nd, I'm streaming, come and check me out. And then people know that every month on the 22nd, you're there and they can come and check you out. For experience, not sure how experienced you are. Game jams are a really cool way to... Oh, 4 attacks. Ho ho. Winning 4 50-50s right there while I'm yapping away. Game jams, I think, are a really cool way to experience cool games, make cool games, and somewhat build... Not somewhat, I think it is a good way to build connections. I really like talking with game devs on the channels / discussion forums about games. As a game dev streamer, you can basically stream your game development for jams. I always found that interesting. 1 button jam. Actually, if I'm on that server, I'm on one of those like XY buttons jam, but yeah, any game jam you're going, joining the Discord is always a good idea. Chatting around people, you will find some cool projects that you will really enjoy. You might encounter cool people. You can stream your game. I basically became a game developer because I watched Nuclear Throne being made live when it was a jam game. While I think it was like my first year on uni or second. I don't remember. But like that ignited in me something, like going up, seeing the live, the game happen, the explosions happen, the sprites happen, coming back 2 hours later because I had a programming lesson and seeing the game being better. It hit different. So yeah, people will check out. So those who watch Twitch probably come check out your game from the same jams. You can also stream the part when you are playing the games. I think that is a big part of the viewership on my YouTube personally, like the VODs. When we are playing the other game jams games. We can check it out here, but I think I have a separate playlist for game jams. I always enjoy just playing the games and chatting with the developer live. That's just a special thing, I think. Yapping away with the developer, what they meant here. What were their thought processes while you are trying to figure out the game. It gives a cool connection to a lot of people. Like most of my dev friends I met through this way. YouTube, I cannot speak so much because my YouTube channel is mainly somewhat edited Twitch VODs. So game development I push basically as a VOD based thing. Game dev videos I do basically cut up and slightly edit the Twitch. Most of the games I play on Twitch, and I just edit those. Oh, am I disconnected here? What is happening? I like YouTube as a hobby, but mostly I make games. I mean, then game dev videos, not game dev. How's it called? The devlogs, basically. Not sure how you are into editing, but if you are planning on streaming game dev, then you can just push your VODs. That is the easiest solution. If you are interested in editing, then you can also edit those VODs down, basically. So like the most interesting points. I started tinkering with shorts, like cutting up interesting moments and pushing them as shorts and linking back to the VODs. But yeah, YouTube for me is just basically a secondary hobby to streaming. Like with a day job, I don't really have the time to like pursue any of these professionally. Not that I fully plan. So yeah, the first tip is make games. Make games, make content about games. If you are into a particular engine, start talking with people, get into the communities, get into social media. And slowly you can start advertising yourself there, like, hey guys, I'm also going live, coding in this cool engine you all like, come check me out. If you like playing games, one of my days is always checking out other players' games in PICO-8, which I think also really helps. Okay, so spellcasting works. But yeah, the best tip is make games. No matter how good you are at it, you are gonna get better at it. Whoop. One thing we will have to check out though is the wizard. I did not get a chain spark. I want a chain lightning. Can you try do the challenges or did you? No, I didn't really do any challenge. I guess how you count it. I did a try jam once. Making a game in 3 hours is a challenge. One day, if I will get to it and will have the time and social energy, I will convince a few of my dev friends to do the XY developers make a game together without communicating thing. I think that could be fun. But otherwise, I'm not really doing any challenges. Like, you know, these trend things. I did not get any chain spark with 4 wizards. What the heck? Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this works. I forget what happens if I exit it. So we can check that. You are not the chain spell. Who is the chain? You are the one? You are the one. 1, 2, exit. You can cast again. How can we fix this? Why is my OBS disconnecting all the time? Hope the stream is not lagging. OBS chat is leaving me behind. Did you take breaks from your dream game? I don't even know what my dream game is. I don't even know what my next game is gonna be. What is half a lie, but I breaks, yes. I had basically almost a 1.5 year break at some point. And last year I had like half a year off. I started doing the 1 game a month challenge, so I guess you were right. I did a challenge. I made 11 small games in 6 months, which is stupid now that I say it out loud. Like, I know how stupid that choice is. And that burned me out really hard. Games from comments, no. I don't do that. I generally have my own ideas that I want to create. The most closest thing is if I have a game that has, I don't know, for example, this game had the classes. I did take a suggestion from a server that I'm frequent on, Fletch's ones. The doctor is basically a quote-unquote community suggested character, but that is the closest thing to me making games some comments. I would upload the work ethic, but burning out sucks. Yeah, probably workless. Yeah, don't do that. Like, ever. If you do a 1 game a month challenge, which I don't even recommend, to be honest, don't do it like how I did it. Like, then truly just make 1 small game a month, not 2 per month on jam times. That was the craziest thing there, because I was doing almost all of them for jams, so it was like limited time as well. So yeah, that was not a wise decision to make. It made some cool games, but it made me burn out, so I don't know. Did we win? Did we lose? Who knows? So fix Monk. Monk is fixed. This will fix Barbarian, the reported Barbarian bug, because it was basically because of the Monk flagged an enemy already. And we'll back out from Chain Spark. Do not show damage number when picking up a spell. I can show you this, because I figured out what was happening. Because I saw me opening a chest and it showing 999 fireballs, and I was like, huh, that doesn't seem right. And indeed, it was not right. Where is the room generation? Yeah. You can just tell for this. It is the rogue and the shinobi who are the most precedent in this. I still sort of admire being able to stick to it. It was cool. I guess I had the no life moment because I was able to work on games basically non-stop. I did enjoy most of the games I made at the process to a point. But then at the last one I had a jam where I thought I'm gonna place way higher than I would. Not would, but did in the end. And that plus the burnout just fired me off from game dev for a good while. So what is happening here is the ranger on each combat, each attack, rewind time. So the ranger in each room for the first attack gains plus damage. Oh, it doesn't overflow here, but no, you either. Okay, one of you can do it. There we go. 199 potions. And it is happening because I'm still printing the damage amount for treasures. Because in the background, treasures are just enemies who cannot attack. Yeah, it does not add 199 potions, only adds 1. But the damage number is behind it printed. Like the 99 just behind overflows to the side. It's not a treasure, it is a roll. Is it not roll treasure? It is roll treasure. So here this deal damage is called, even though for any of these actors it is not needed. Because this is the potion, this is the normal chest. And no, this is the normal chest and this is the trap chest. So you are killing them, but I don't need the float for the function deal. So you're adding the float with the damage value, even though it is not needed. Oh, and this leads to another neat bug that no one reported, weirdly. May I ask, what are you using? I'm sorry for responding slowly. Everything is out of sync for somehow. I'm using PICO-8. I don't have a command, right? Or do I? I think Fletch has it, right? Not me. PICO-8? Yeah, it is Fletch who has it. Let me grab you a link. It is a fantasy console made by a cool developer, which tries to imitate the NES era limitations for coding. We have a limited sprite space, a limited map space, token limits. So you have actual token limits. You have other limits as well, but they are basically the same. So it's like either character count you're gonna run into, or compressed data or token. One of those you'll be running into at some point. We have 4 sound channels you can use simultaneously, and they have a built-in SFX editor. It like I'm not very versed in this, so I cannot tell you much about this, because I'm no audio guy by any margin. It is paid. There is a free alternative of PIC-80. There is a somewhat adjacent stuff called BeatPayX, which is more of a library. I don't know how they are called, but like it is similar to Live, that it only gives you the API, but no editors or such. Will I Godot because it is easy for me? I mean, if Godot is easier for you, then there is nothing wrong with that. Godot is a really friendly, user-friendly engine. It is open source. It is not gonna push stupid fees on you. It is not gonna call you a stupid user. But that is great. False is great. Anything that is open source is cool. Not sure who is doing Godot tutorials. Brekis did came back with some Godot stuff, but I know he is not taking breaks, but the videos take quite a long time. Yeah. So we have to fix this. Yeah, that is also a good way to learn. Like, reading the documents and the API and just tinkering is always a nice way. If not is value inside options, the actor dot. Oh, so this can call into players and chests. So I guess what you can do is if actor is player false and is value inside actor.type and it is 457 and we're gonna deny this. So this is when it is not an enemy. This should be true. There we go. Oh no. Because this is the function that kills the chest. Local show. If not, actor is player and is value inside type 457 and show. I'm more of an indie gamer. It was quite a long while since I enjoyed a AAA game. Like Apex on the first, I don't know, 5 seasons. I think that was the last game, AAA game that I truly enjoyed. I'm more of an indie gamer. Horror is not my style, to be honest. And I can tell you why. I don't enjoy the horror most games use, like the jump scary hide from stuff, cinematic chase scene horror. I'm more into psychological horror and such, like thrillers and such. I don't enjoy the classical jump scare horror. I just don't find it enjoyable. This should work, right? Where's the shinobi? Yeah, now it doesn't show. But I just did not roll. Oh yeah, I could not roll it. Hold on, let's force the shinobi to move to target. I enjoyed one horror game. I played a cool spin on the FNAF games, which wasn't my cup of tea. I can enjoy why people enjoy. I can see why people enjoy FNAF. And I played a game kind of similar to it, but there you only had one enemy on like a broken spaceship, and basically you had to divert it from your room, like lure it away. It was not like, yeah, can you close the door and such. You could also actually close corridors, create sounds so it would go the other way and such. For the time being, but we need to remember this. Someone remind me. I might forget it. Let's force the shinobi to always be a shinobi. Do your shinobi job. Can I get a chest or a potion start? Do I really need to force it by code? Okay. Cool. And that should work for every other pickup as well. Roll greater than a 4. Reset this. The shinobi can basically sometimes just kill something that is not a boss by one hit. That is its skill. Floats fixed. And a back out from chain spot. Will it work? So that would kill one of the usages I do with chain spot, but I don't mind, because technically I don't think you can do that on the tabletop version, or like the OG tabletop game. But in Crypt you could fire off a chain spark and then exit. Technically you could exit, kill someone with the rest of with another character and fire the chain 2 more times. But the problem is that this 2 more times is not just 2 more times. But what we can do is basically force the player to use all 3 charges at the same time, or like in sequence without exiting. That is how the tabletop handles it as well. And we can do that by Why did... Is it like a song? For some reason that set a boogie in my mind. The bye. Isn't... Oh yeah, the Deadpool song. Yeah. Yeah, Backstreet Boys, yeah. I was like, the bye just sent something off in my brain. How it's going? It is going okay. Monday was rough, but at least the fixing stuff is okay. We refactored the Mong. I just yeeted the code out. Like, fuck it. That movie was great, by the way. I know it is mostly like bait, like fun bait, but I don't care. It's like a... What is it called? There is a word for that. Dirty pleasure? Is it called dirty pleasure? It is not called dirty pleasure. Is it called that? Something like that. Hopefully your day is also going great, Bon. We are just about to figure out how I can just never let you use infinite chain sparks. Because technically you can. Not sure if you tried. But if you select the chain spark, hit someone, back out from the casting, and select the casting again, you can basically cast infinite chain sparks. Which I knew, I was just like, if someone figures it out, go ahead, I don't care. But now I realize I somewhat care. Because if I'm gonna push a fix and somebody's like, you left this in, I'm gonna rip all my hair out. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Hidden cheat code, yeah. Can I immediately set Octade here? Not that well hidden then. Yeah, to me, no. To most players, probably. Like, no one mentioned to me that you can cast infinite chain sparks. No one mentioned me that the warrior is healing one more from everything. And I know why. But no one realized it yet. Can I already say acted through here? Because technically it should be able, I think. Because the spell is either instantly resolved, because this is already resolution. Where is the wizard? I missed the wizard. No chain spark. Someone has a chain, please? No. Oh, you have one. Cool. Yeah, so now if I back out from the casting, it's set to already be enacted, so I cannot do it anymore. One thing we will have to fix is what happened here. I need to set spell targets to 1. Oh no, I cannot yet. Wait, why did that happen? Might run into another corner case with the chain spark, and I don't want to kill the chain spark. You have a... no? Oh, you're a killer. You really cannot back out. What? I thought you could back out from this cast menu. It's just like someone ran into a stupid bug. So now if I exit, spell targets is on 2, and I guess entity spell selected is also on that. Selected. Yeah. So I guess not here, but oh, yeah, because of this. This is the line that will not let you back out. But it will have to set entity. Not entity, it is spell target. Doesn't matter. Let's see, you should be able to escape here. No chain. There we go. Okay, so I can exit now from the casting. Nice, nice. No. No. Casting. 1 target. Exit. Yeah, it is still in. Guess because of this. Because this is not setting the spell. Like this is what is causing the issue, but if I remove this, another issue appears. Because then each casting of Chain Spark would subtract 3 Chain Sparks from you, which is not optimal, so to say. What we could do, I think, here, so when you're canceling out, oh, that is still not great. I was thinking if you are backing out from a casting, which technically you should be able to do. We don't want you to miss input. The spell target is only 1. That means in most spell cases, you just basically haven't casted the spell. But for the Chain Spark, this is free, so technically you could fire off 2, then back out, then fire off 2, then back out. That is yet again an infinite loop. We're going Minecraft Villager again. Welcome, Jed. How is it going, Mr. Woodchopper? Oh, we got raided. Oh no. Welcome in, Palace and Raiders. How you doing? How you doing? Hope your Monday is going amazingly. Somewhat tracking. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. I make indie games. I make videos about indie games. I stream about indie games. And we are fixing a game I recently released called Crypt that you can play free. Over here. There are a lot of bugs. It is a playtest version that we published. So proceed with caution, but most of the big bugs is gonna be fixed today. Everything else that is left is meh at best. Where is my... And this is the itchling. How you doing? What were you up to today? You played it? Nice. Heck yeah. Sorry for the bugs. That is why the thingamajig existed, the playtest. Get the new. Monday was tiring. But now we are on to the hobby project, so I'm somewhat recharging. I had to beat my PB on Castlevania. Ooh, speedrunning. The old... Which Castlevania? The old NES one? Yeah, the first one. Oh my god, hardcore gamer. I played like a few hours on it and I realized that that kind of old school movement is not for me anymore. But yeah, back to the spell question. I'm somewhat tracking. You have assigned possible targets for the spell. But the thing is, you can back out from casting. So I would need a way to tell you that, hey, you already started to cast the Chain Spark. This is yet again one spell. So we are yet again having problems with one thing in the game. And I don't want to easy fix this. I would like to keep this spell in. What we could do... What could we do? I could keep a global variable for what spell is being cast, I guess. That would be one solution. Because then here at the backing out, when you're backing out from casting, and if the target is not 0, oh, even then I cannot do that. Fuck the Chain Spark. Why did I make such a stupid spell into the game? Louis had it so much easier on paper. You don't have to code stupid shit on paper. Monster inspiration. Louis Bills made a really cool. Hold on. Where is it? Where is my browser? I can show you. Browser jumpscare. Here we go. So Louis Bills. My main inspiration behind is Draft Crawl by Louis Bills. It is basically somewhat the core of my game on a TTRPG. So this is a tabletop version. I have like it printed out, I have custom dice for it. And we are mainly using it as an inspiration for like the core engine behind and adding more stuff, changing some stuff that I don't like, but I feel like it could be changed. I'm just expanding on it basically. This cool game is the main inspiration behind, and all the years I spent playing D&D and other RPGs. What allows you to get the infinite chain is you can basically cast 2 or 1 of the whatever. So if you don't spend all the charges, you can back out from the casting with C, because it lets you back to the target menu. So like you select the spell. Hold on, I can show you. It's probably easier. Let's hope for a wizard with a Chain Spark. No. So what you can do is select it for casting, cast a 1, and then you can back out from the casting screen. So now I'm yet again back to selection, and you can yet again select the Chain Spark hit, and you can back out, and this is what you can do. This is how you can get infinite chain sparks. For some reason, setting the act to be already acted did not work, and I'm not sure why. So you have to check that. Oh yeah, because if you just back out, so somehow I need to tell the system that, hey, someone cast a chain spark here. So if I just tell you that, hey, you cannot act anymore, then if you select a spell but accidentally selected a spell, then you cannot back out because you would lose your turn. And I don't want that. It is a cool spell, it is just giving me a headache. Just how the thingamajig did. The monk, but I just yeeted the monk out from the window and it is now working differently with somewhat the same goal. I guess the best option that comes to my mind is just so many variables. I should not have this many variables. Why do I have a weapon and a shield? Lasky? It doesn't make any sense. I guess what you can do is when you're resolving a spell, because that means it is already selected for a target, I can say spell casted ID equals spell, and up here what I can say is if spell casted ID equals to, which is the chain lightning, and spell targets equals 3, then this is when you can back out. So I guess we're just denying this. And if that happens, I'm saying entity acting, acted true. Oh, I need to deduct here the spell, sadly. And set the casted ID to 0 and spell targets to 0. This way I can tell that you casted a lightning spell. Technically I don't even need this, I think, because resolve spell is only called when you're already doing the spell. I think we don't need this. This already means that, hey, you fired off one lightning at least. Already fired off a spark because spell casted ID set in resolve. I just need this. Not fully this, but this basically. Because I think the spell count is only reduced when the targets hit 0, yeah. I need to do it here as well. Because here you did not cast all 3, but you exited, and I'm gonna be angry. Don't do that. I'm just gonna tell the players that don't do this shit. What this is doing is wizards learn the spells, what they start with. It was a bug I forgot to implement basically. What wizards start with 3 spells that they have learned, quote unquote, and those spells refresh in every room. But if they have scrolls, then they can use scrolls as well. How it is coded at the moment is learned spells are prioritized to be used first, and then these scrolls are used up. So this is what that is. I'm just checking that, hey, did I already learn this spell? Then use that first, and then use this. This is doing nothing in any with other spell because they are resolved immediately without any input given back to you. So let's see. Come on, boys. Someone should have a spot. There you go. So I casted 1. And if I exit... No! Why can you still cast? What? Am I in the wrong code? Oh yeah, this is wrong. This should not be here. This should be in target selection. Here. Because this is when you're selecting another target, but you're backing out of the target selection. I should probably just force to... No. Oh, you have one. I am, and if I exit... Yeah, there is no me. Yeah. That is my bad. This is... Not me, but entity act. Oh, nice. Put a number with Neo. Oh. Oh, spell is not existing here, right? That's a value. Yep. But I can use the variable we have. I can just hard code 2 here, by the way, because I know it is always 2. This is the chase part. Stupid multi-actions per turn. No chain spark. No chain spark. No chain spark. No chain spark. Nice. 4 wizard and not 1 spark rolled. It's unlucky. There you go. Oh, I'm in spell selection. Oh, I already have this. I cannot see it, that's how you know it is Monday. I already have this guarded by this. I guess if you do this, I'm just kicking you back to Octo selection. Because that wizard already casted something. Shame on you for exiting the spell. Oh, it works. Works. What? No more infinite chain sparks? Oh, I was so mad yesterday. Nani? No more Omaiwa Moshindairu. I was so mad yesterday because I pushed the version where the boss had 1 HP and I had a run with a ranger, a swordsman, and a wizard who know 2 healing spells and a drain spell. So basically I could just tank with the swordsman who takes 1 less damage from everything, and on each combat I can heal it twice for like 6-10 HP. It was just stupid. That lobby would have went straight to the Lich without any issues. I'm not sure if they would have killed the Lich, because the Lich is something, but they surely could have gone to the Lich. I wanted to do something else and I totally forgot. Oh yeah, no one reported that the warrior heals more than everyone else, exactly by 1. And I can show you that. Now set 5, which is weird. Oh, this is not a fixed amount. How can I show you? I can give potions to everyone. I think that is the easiest to do it. Player. Not player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're the potion. So if you come back to here, if this warrior drinks a potion, it heals 16. He heals 15. He heals 15. But this warrior heals 16. And no one reported this. I guess... Oh no, potions are fixed. So I guess no one used a potion on the warrior. The issue is the way that the warrior works is... Function deal damage. For every damage the warrior would take, it is taking 1 less damage. Which wouldn't be a problem, but I'm handling every healing spell as a damage dealing spell. Only but with a negative value. Because that is easier to code. So for example, here down is the potion. The potion simply says deal damage to me and minus 15 damage. And the warrior sees that and he's like, minus 15? We could not do that, let's do minus 16. And he heals for 16. I noticed this yesterday while playing on my Game Force Chi. I was like, huh? That doesn't seem okay. This is an easy fix. If damage less than 0. Even better. I guess no. Damage less than 0. Not less. The other way. I almost talked in Hungarian. And there we go. This is the fix. Oh, so this is also fixed. And the backout from Chainspark handled. Do not back out from the Chainspark. Wizards do not like backcasting their spells. Finite dungeons are there. Clerk is there. So this is the last thing I have in to do. And we're not gonna do this today, like, heads up. Because implementing a save system and a load system takes probably a couple hundred tokens, and we only have 200 at the moment. Not even 200. This is like, yeah, that's 250. I need to refactor the code before we can implement the save system, but then I will be able to provide the player to like save and load parties. This issue is not happening anymore. Design things, Plague Doctor, infinite spells. Not sure what this is. Oh yeah, we just did this, cool. Something better than cultist for summoning. In the end, I like the summoning for the cultist. It's probably gonna stay that way. Difficulty levels, we're gonna keep this. 2 summons follow you, they do. Pets and returns from the dungeon. This is probably gonna be Crypt DX stuff when we move to lower. 6 treasures, I don't care. One more suggestion. I think it was you, Bon, right? Who said that, hey, why not give starting players basically a suggestion to what to start with? Because it was also speculated, like not speculated, commented for a lot that people did not realize you can add characters. Which I guess my bad. I didn't convey that greatly on the menu. But the change is easy. What we can do is, hey, you can start with a warrior, a wizard, I guess a ranger. I think this is a cool first party. The warrior can tank for you, which I think is a more precious skill than people realize. And people instantly feels, oh, what was your party? So I think the warrior is really good. People probably not realize how great it is that for barbarians not yeah, for barbarians isn't the greatest. But like the fact that the warrior takes 1 less damage means that he can take double. So like the same damage for a wizard would mean double the amount of goblins hitting the warrior. Like -1 doesn't seem much, but when goblins hit for 2 and the bigger, like gobos hitting for 2 and goblins hitting for 3, that is like 50% damage reduction and 33% damage reduction. The wizard is fun, you can cast spells, let's go. And I think the ranger is like the first character that is, I guess, somewhat interesting in choices. Because your first attack, quote unquote, matter, because that is where you get the damage boost. What I usually do with the ranger is either let the wizard or the swordsman hit a bigger enemy, like a goblin, and then finish it off with a ranger, or vice versa. So like hit the ranger into a big enemy, how much HP it has, hit it with the swordsman. Is it still not dead? Then the wizard goes there as well. But if the ranger one-shots it, heck yeah! Because it can one-shot the biggest enemies. Not the biggest. The biggest they cannot. But like, gobos they should be able. I think they have like 10 HP? 11? I forgot. We can check. But yeah, 4 barbarians is not the greatest. Where are the enemies? Yeah, the goblins have 11. So the ranger can exactly one-shot it because it has d6 plus 2. So it can roll 8 maximum. And then it has the +3 on the first attack, which is exactly 11. That's the point of the ranger. You can just like snipe someone from the bushes. So this is why I think this is a great party. What we could also do, if you want to go for a full party, I would just plop the cleric in here, to be honest, and you have like the quintessential D&D party. Technically, we could change the ranger out to a priest. The rogue is fun. Also, I'm thinking on if the druid should learn the beast spell, not start with it. But then you can summon a beast at every encounter. We can figure that out later. I wouldn't start with the Plague Doctor because people are just gonna one-shot their own party. I don't want to start them with 4 because then the encounters can be quite hard. Like you can roll a lot of goblins, and then it can be a problem. Like I think the 3 is like the sweet spot, to be honest. We could argue for the ranger to like, I don't know. Necromancer is fun, but it's only unlocked because I don't have the tokens to implement a locking system. Otherwise, like 70% of the roster would have been logged on start. We could check in a barbarian or a monk. Oh, also, hold on. We have the tokens. We have the tokens. We have the power. We cannot do a new class. I'm just not sure if we can draw it, is the problem. But it is 8 o'clock, so it should be the easiest to understand. You mean the barbarian here or the ranger? Okay, I like this roster because this somewhat explains to you like every decision making here. how to use spells. You learn spells. Spells are cool. Ranger helps you like figure out attack orders, and the warrior is just great. It's just the quintessential tank to the party, which you need. Like, almost certainly you need. You can do it without. The best party that we played with Daya was... we played, I think, a monk and a ranger, right? Not sure she remembers. But I think it was a monk and a ranger. Yeah. No worries, no worries. I'm also like I have some weird sync issues with OBS today. Not sure what is happening. But like the monk ranger combo was really great. We played that once. And we had like a wizard and something else as well. It could be a wizard and a monk, to be honest. The monk is just great on paper. I just hate it on digital and it works differently now. Let's do V6. Then I can export off screen and push all this up and write the change logs and everything, and people can stop yelling at me for monk breaking the game. Fuck the monk. Like 90% of the game issues came down to the monk being in the game. I'm so glad I'm so glad I gave up today and was like, let's just make something else with the same theory behind it. And we can play with the rolls later. At the moment it's a 50-50. I'm fine with a 50-50. We could probably raise it, to be honest. It's like a 2 or a 3 or a higher one. But then I think the monk could hit way too much. That's why I have it not 50-50 at the moment. V6. So yeah, we fixed a lot of stuff. We have a new starting party. Heck yeah. Thanks for the suggestion. I think this is a really good suggestion. I don't know why I was like, hey, here's a swordsman go. I should probably just somehow make this screen better so people realize that they can add characters. But 64 by 64 resolution can only get you so far. Like all the info I still want to show. Also, we need to change the description for the monk. Oh, no, let me do that quickly, because I will forget. I will forget it otherwise. Is it from the top? Yes. On attack, roll 1d6, 4 or higher. Okay. I guess you can just say 50. I'm fine with this. But yeah, thanks everyone who tuned in. I will create a push soon. We can... Let me check if someone is online. How about that? Do we have a friend online we can raid? Ooh, and she's up. Is she doing game dev? How about we jump into more game dev? Angie is up. She's probably making her Coaster Tycoon kind of game. Yeah. Heck yeah. We're gonna raid over. I will thank everyone who tuned in. Come over to NG for some sweet, cozy game development along the lines of the Tycoon games. Next stream is gonna be on Wednesday. We're gonna play indie games. And yeah, we have a raid message. If you want, copy it so she knows that you're coming from us. And I will see you over there, lurking around for the rest of the night probably. Thanks for tuning in, and see you there. Bye bye.